here's what I ask, kiddos. I ask that somebody volunteer to read their persuasive to the group first, and I ask that you are loud enough that we can all hear you. And then when we do the arguments, I ask that you say done before we're out of time. I will get a stopwatch. What's the best way? Let's use the computer online stopwatch. So Molly, will you do the first round for me? Joey, will you be in charge of the second round or the third, whichever one you're not in? And then we'll figure out somebody for the third from this group, okay? All right, so the persuasive doesn't need a timer. You can take as long as you want. Is there a team that would like to start? Judges, you start grading right now. So Nellie, I saw your hand first. Go ahead and start for us. Make sure you're loud enough for the camera to hear you.
Wind energy works by using wind turbines to catch the wind and turns it into energy. In our opinion, wind energy is the best source for our country. The first reason wind energy is great because wind energy is easy to use. First, wind energy is perpetual. We can use it as long as the sun is burning. Second, wind energy is really cheap. Wind energy is the cheapest energy source in dollars. Those are some reasons why wind energy is easy to use.
The second reason wind energy is great is because wind energy is good for the environment. First, wind energy is clean, meaning it doesn't pollute the air. Next, it does not harm many animals, so a lot of animals can survive with wind turbines around. Last, wind turbines don't produce atmospheric emissions. Atmospheric emissions are the main environmental impacts coming from the combustion of fossil fuels in thermoelectric power plants that cause acid rain or greenhouse gases. Those are some reasons wind energy is good for the environment.
The last reason wind energy is the best is because it is reliable. First, wind energy can be produced anywhere. Wind turbines can be built anywhere. Next, windmills makes a lot of energy. Once built, one spin of the turbine can power 100 homes for 24 hours. Last, wind energy is used a lot. It is used in 5.5% of the USA. These are some of the reasons wind energy is reliable. Wind energy is easy to use, good for the environment, and reliable. Honorable judges, we hope that you think wind energy is the best energy source for our country.
Good. So before the next group goes, I like how all three of them spoke. It's not a requirement, but throughout the debate, all the players need to make sure that they speak, right, everyone? And then I also liked how they said honorable judges. Whenever we talk to each other, we say honorable judges to the judges, or we say our worthy opponents. Can you guys memorize this? Our worthy opponents, if we're talking about them. We don't have to say it to them, but if we're like in our conclusion paragraph, well, our worthy opponents mentioned blah, blah, blah. So those are the kinds of phrases I'd like to hear, because in a debate you show respect for everybody around, okay? All right, nuclear? No, this isn't time.
Do you want me to just read? Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead and start. Thank you, kiddos.
Nuclear energy. Our group is nuclear energy. It is an energy source that comes from fission, which is splitting atoms in a reactor to heat water into steam to turn a turbine and generate electricity. 98 nuclear reactors in 30 states generate nearly 20% of the nation's electricity. In our opinion, nuclear energy is the best energy source for many reasons. Nuclear energy is created without carbon emissions because reactors use uranium instead of fossil fuels. We feel our opinion is correct because our country is powered by nuclear energy. It is used the most of the alternative energy sources. In the future, electricity from nuclear power plants could be used to make hydrogen. 1/5 of households and businesses in the U.S. receive their electricity from nuclear energy. We virtually zero carbon emissions. 13% of the world's electricity comes from nuclear power plants that emit little no greenhouse gases. Most nuclear energy is radioactive, but is low-level waste. Nuclear power uses fission, which is the process of splitting atoms. To produce energy, nuclear fusion also has potential energy for production. Around 6% of the world's energy and 14% of the world's electricity is produced by nuclear power. There are over 400 nuclear power reactors in the U.S. around the world. Nuclear reactors produce radioactive waste, which can be difficult to dispose of safely. Nuclear power is the use of nuclear reactions that release energy to generate heat, which most frequently is then used in steam turbines to produce electricity in a nuclear power plant. Nuclear energy is the light atoms combining and creating a big heavy atom. Nuclear fission splits the atom to create energy. Did you know that nuclear energy has reliability and it has no greenhouse gases? It even has shutdown reactors. Most important, 19.9% of America is using nuclear energy. Honorable judges, we do hope that you will agree that nuclear energy is the best energy source for our country.
Okay. Judges, make sure you're marking if you think either side got any points for their persuasive. Is there a team that would like to do an argument first? All right, Nellie raised her hand, so go ahead, you guys. Do you guys know which side is wind and which side is nuclear?
Yes.
Make sure you're clear on that, judges.
Okay. First argument is it's expensive and dangerous.
And then say time if you're done. But can you always check with your teammates to see if they have anything they want to add? So say anything else before you say time.
Time.
Okay. Yes, nuclear power plants are expensive to run, but that was in the first year. Now it's still a little expensive to make, but it's cheap to run. It's cheaper to run per kilowatts produced compared to almost all fossil fuels. Examples: coal and propane. Done.
Okay. So now that would make you guys be the next argument, right? Remember, whenever you speak, you get the argument next, but make sure before you say done, you always check with your teammates.
Wind turbines are a potential threat to wildlife such as birds and bats. Researchers estimate that
140,000 to 328,000
birds are killed every year
in
in
collision
collision with
turbines.
Do we have a video of this? Yes.
Okay, we can pause the time while we try to do technology. So Hazel will have to connect to the Novo Pro.
Go with that.
217 million.
And kiddos, I'm not going to get frustrated, but always try to help everybody with technology because it's always tough and slow and a challenge. So make sure everybody's helping. By the way, I mean on their team. On their team. Sorry. So did she connect yet? Or is somebody in there accidentally or no?
Is anyone in Novo?
Well, let's check. Hold on, let me check this first. There's this. This one here is what we want. It's not giving you. Could not connect. So kiddos, one of you is connected. Can you open up your computers and make sure you're not accidentally connected? All the judges?
How do you know if you're connected?
Well, you press connect. So
I'm not.
I can probably kick people off, but I'd like you to find yourself.
Mine says airplane off.
All right. All right.
Airplane off.
Good.
Airplane off.
Well, no matter what, we can always do backup for now, but I'll find out in a second. So
Okay.
here's this. This is your backup. Oh, it's on the side. No, it's not timed. Nothing technology-wise is timed, just when they're talking. I'll switch the channel.
Turned black. It probably died.
No,
It's
no.
connected.
I did press it, so don't do it again.
Start it, but press that.
Not yet. Here it comes. It's working now. Okay, I know what that is. I do know how to fix that.
This isn't timed.
Right.
The technology. Is this why though?
Yes. All right, you're ready, sweetheart. you have very little volume, so crank it up if there's any volumes to have. All right, kids, do you see what's happening here? So that's pretty much the end of the video. We don't need to see them flop. But do you guys get, you can pull out the cord.
Okay.
Hazel, pull out the cord, sweetheart. Okay, so are you done? What was your argument then? That they are dangerous to birds?
Yep.
You're right.
All right, so say done, please.
Done.
Their time starts as soon as the other team says done. Okay, so your time starts now, kiddo.
Yes, wind turbines do kill birds, but some solutions to the problem are that we can paint the turbine different colors so that the birds can see it. We can also make new designs so that maybe the blades aren't going as fast, and that means they maybe can't get as severely injured. We can also stop wind turbines from spinning at night and in the summer, since the sun isn't out and the sun is really what makes winter. Also,
I have something else to add. Bats, they actually, when, because the blades are spinning so fast, they don't even have to strike, like they don't even have to hit the bird or the bat. It just has to get close enough that it will spin, and because of like the force, the bat will fall down. So we could just slow them down a little bit more. Anything else to add?
Time.
is up.
All right, so this is your argument. Remember, Molly, it starts right as soon as they say done.
When nuclear reactors explode and they get destroyed, the radiation can give you cancer. If
So you're saying done? All right.
Okay. Nuclear waste does cause cancer. This is true, but who would want to go buy nuclear waste? Plus, scientists are working on deep geological placement for radiation. Deep geological placement means placing nuclear waste or something else deep, really deep underground where it can't harm people. Done.
Did you check with your partners before you said done?
Nope.
Always make sure you ask them, okay? All right, it's your argument.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not allowed, but it can go into your conclusion, remember.
Okay, yeah.
Write that down as a note.
This one.
Okay, we'll do that one. No, those are defenses.
Always know your timer starts as soon as they say done.
Wind turbines sometimes cause planes to crash, and there might be passengers in them. 4 men were killed in April after their plane apparently collided with a wind turbine in South Dakota during a foggy weather.
Then, yep, did you check with everybody? And then you say done, right?
I said that.
Great, done.
yes, there may be 1 or 2 plane crashes involving wind turbines, but it's only one time, and so it is extremely rare. Also, planes should be high enough in the air that they shouldn't hit a wind turbine. And through my research, I haven't found any examples of plane crashes involving wind turbines, except that they're extremely rare.
And it's your argument.
Video.
All right, do you know how to connect or do you need help?
I need help.
All right.
One second.
It can be either way. I mean, you can still do it.
I'm doing a essay.
So you don't need this anymore. You can click on it.
Here.
So they do have to do one thing to your computer. Kiddos, I think I'll have to do this to every computer that would like to display. It's called, I'm changing their displays. If you're able to use the same computer each time that you want to show something, that would help, so that we don't have to do this each time. You can exit out of this. Go to system preferences. Yep. Oh, geez. Oh, is it working? Yeah. Good. All right, do you want to say the argument right now before it plays, or no? Because we'll know what the video is then.
Well, there's been a couple disasters with
Molly, you
the
can-
power plants exploding, and that's can put what? Such as Fukushima and
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yep.
It's caused radioaction
Radioactivity.
really everywhere, and now no one can live there. So
Now remember, you only want about 10 seconds of this video, so is this where you want it?
yeah.
All right.
I don't think we need sound because it's in Japanese.
All right.
Okay.
So tell us what you're showing us.
So, the power plant is here. It's going to be destroyed because of the tsunami in Japan. It's in Fukushima, I'm pretty
Right.
sure.
Mhm.
This was in Fukushima or
Chernobyl's in Russia, but that's a different one.
but yeah. It was in
Ukraine, yeah. Next to Russia. Yep. Yep.
so
So the full argument is what? So repeat your argument for us.
because there's been two radiation or like power plants, nuclear power plants.
Okay, thank you. All right, kiddos. See if you can respond to that.
Okay. Yes, nuclear power plants have meltdowns. There's a solution for this problem, though. We have something called a shutdown reactor. This shuts down a power plant when it's about to have a meltdown or if it seems like it may. Okay, done.
Good. Now it's your argument. Kiddos, it looks like we're down to the last argument each team now because of time. So if you have one best argument left, you'll want to use them.
Could we do like two more, maybe?
No, you only have time for one because we're at 18 minutes and we need the 10 minutes in the hallway.
Got it. Okay, so our next one is wind turbines could fall over if the wind is too strong, and it could damage a lot of things. Roads, cars, farms, houses, even the turbine itself. So we have a video for this.
Could have talked about the Hazel's do that.
Mr. Schwartz, can I give them a time?
You can pause the time while we do
Yeah.
technology.
Can I just tell them something?
Sure.
If you talk through the video, you only have 30 seconds left because of your problems. So if you talk through the video, that will count as your time because you are talking. So you might want to, just talk before the video and then try to save seconds. Say the, I don't know, This shows me how to say something.
Not about the debate. Do you have a question or something?
Yeah, it just, wait, can you say the, argument again?
The argument?
Sure, I'll make them do it because I didn't get it either. So, have you said the argument yet, kiddos? Oh, I know what this one is. Watch carefully, judges. This is a windy day. Okay. All right, so say the argument, kiddos.
Wind turbines could fall over if the wind is too strong. It could damage a lot of things. Roads, cars, houses, farms, even the turbine itself. Done.
Okay. So the timer started, kiddos.
Oh, okay.
They said done. Yep.
Oh, I didn't.
Yep.
Well, with that wind turbine shouldn't have been spinning during that because when the wind gets too strong, wind turbines are supposed to stop. And it's really rare. You just it's kind of lucky that you found that video, I think. So yeah, it's rare.
I want to add to that. Usually, wind farms are just in grassy lands, or sometimes they're floating in water because they're making floating windmills. So they fall apart into the water or onto the grass. Done.
Okay, so your last argument? Plus, judges, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
When nuclear scientists dump the hot water into the ocean, it can kill marine life.
Did you say done? All right.
Hot water is used to cool nuclear reactors down. They have to empty that water and refill it. Oh wait, no, that's not it. It's this. This is true, but people are starting to use cooling ponds and cooling towers and cogeneration. These all cool the hot water down before putting it into lakes or oceans.
Yeah, so I have something to add. But all of these things, the cooling ponds, cooling towers, and cogeneration, these all cool the hot water down before they dump it into lakes or rivers and oceans, so it doesn't kill marine life. Done.
All right. So now you have 10 minutes, or a little less if you can help it, to type or write a concluding statement that you're going to deliver to the judges, basically. So you need to go out in the hallway. One group goes to the left, one group goes to the right. Come in as soon as you're done, or knock first. Make sure I'm not going over anything. Knock first, but then come in as soon as you're done, and we'll do our final statements and our voting, and we'll start the next group. I'll pull a stick for the next group because I don't have a reason to care which group is next. I always pause the timer. I like to say their concluding statements first. All right, I saw Hazel.
And this conclusion, some reasons are we don't have to cut down trees to make anything. Wind energy has to cut down trees and sometimes kill or hurt nature. To make wind farm, this is called deforestation. Wind turbines also have a byproduct called sound, which means that the turbines make noise that disturbs people while they are sleeping, and that makes them mad. Wind turbines only work if the wind is blowing at between 6 miles per hour and 55 miles per hour. You can get wind energy when the wind is blowing outside of the range. It does not carbon dioxide green emissions. In our opinion, nuclear is the best way. We hope you agree. And we meant it does not, meaning nuclear does not use it.
You're so quiet, I can only hear half, so I'm going to not be able to give any points if I can't hear you, and I'm 3 feet away.
Okay.
I'm having trouble. It's stressful. I'd love to hear what you just said.
Should we reread it?
No, not the whole thing. I just want to hear the last part.
We said, nuclear energy does not use carbon dioxide or greenhouse emissions. In our opinion, nuclear energy is the best.
Okay. Are you done? All right.
Hello, honorable judges again. We want to tell you why wind energy is the best source for our country. The first reason is that it is $100 billion to shut down a power plant that's nuclear, or nuclear power plant. It is also $50,000 per 200-ton cooling tower to cool down the water in nuclear radiation, like the thing.
The hot water
Yeah.
run?
Yeah, the hot
stuff that cooled the
Yeah,
reactor?
yeah. Also, nuclear energy did not have a defense for wind energy, for that nuclear energy is dangerous. Is there any way they could say why?
They're not allowed to, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
You can say why it is not.
Well, it's dangerous because of the it had two meltdowns before, and that killed a lot of people. Also, you can actually still get cancer if you're not near nuclear pollution, because the wind can carry the pollution to where most humans are, and then the humans can get cancer. They could also get 10 types of different cancers. The last thing is that wind energy is $1,518 per kilowatt hour while nuclear is $5,224 per kilowatt hour, and that is why wind energy is the best source for our country. And the board of judges done.
All right, can you go out in the hall while I tally up the points? When you walk in, you guys, you need to get another piece of paper to score the next group, which is biomass versus solar.